Today, I'm going to teach you how to stay focused even when you aren't seeing results. I used this to make some huge changes and dramatically improve my own life, and I'm excited to share it with you. Also, at the end, I have a free resource to help you, so be sure to stick around and find out what it is. So, the principle here is completely related to what you focus on as you are making progress. If you're just focused on results and you aren't getting them, it's really hard for you to stay focused. And what do I mean by that? Let me tell you a story. I went through a long weight loss journey starting around 8 years ago. And starting 8 years ago, over the course of a year and a half, I lost 100 pounds. But in the beginning, it was rough. I spent every day going to the gym. I counted calories, and I didn't see any results for a long time. It took weeks for me to even stop gaining weight and then finally see my first pound come off. So how did I stick with it? It's because I wasn't focused on the pounds coming off at first. I was focused on consistency. I was focused on tracking everything I ate and keeping my total number of calories under 2,000. Every day I did that was a win. I was focused on showing up at the gym every day and lifting weights while I listened to audiobooks. Every day I did that was a win. And I tracked those wins, and seeing those wins build up was really encouraging. Every time I took the stairs instead of the elevator, that was a win. My job would frequently bring in cookies and cupcakes and other junk food as a snack. And every time I said no and didn't eat the junk food, that was a win. Every time I turned down dessert at a group gathering was a win. It reinforced my identity as a healthy person, and eventually, with enough wins and enough change in my identity, my body caught up and realized where I was headed, and it decided to get on board. I love how Alex Hormozi says it. He says to count the reps, not the results, because you'll have to put in a lot of reps before you really start to see results. I spent over a year and a half dieting and exercising and transforming my identity before I got the final result that I wanted of losing 100 pounds and getting back into my wedding suit. And why does this work? One of the key principles of focus is feedback. We need feedback to stay focused on something. When I write scripts for videos, I watch the word count tick up in the app that I'm writing in because it gives me immediate feedback about what I'm doing. When I write code, I check the new functionality frequently so I can see the changes and I can see them working. If you're focused on just the results, your feedback is really delayed. And for some things, those results will be delayed for a really long time. You need a tighter feedback loop, and so it's best to focus on the reps over a sustained period of time, and then eventually your results will catch up. Every once in a while, it is important to check in with the results, though, and use them to fine-tune the reps, what you're doing and how many you're doing. So one of the biggest distractions we face, and one of the reasons we give up so often and lose focus, is because we don't know how to deal with our negative emotions productively. Focusing on the reps and counting consistency as the win is one way for us to avoid some of those negative emotions that will derail us, and it then allows us to build positive momentum. I have a free course that talks about 5 other emotional challenges you will face as you focus and how you can best reframe them and deal with them. You can find the link for that free course in the description below. And then write down in the comments below what your goal is and what you need to focus on doing consistently in order to achieve it. And be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.